trending COVID-19 Delta variant, its symptoms, and how it is different from the ordinary COVID-19. On the 31st of December 2019, China reported a series of infections caused by a newly discovered virus, commonly known as SARS-CoV-19, in Wuhan, Hubei. The latter virus spread all over the world and was declared a global pandemic on the 11th of March 2020. Since 2019, the world has witnessed several COVID-19 variants, and each has different symptoms and characteristics. So, in today's video, I would discuss about trending COVID-19 Delta variant, its symptoms, and how it is different from the ordinary COVID-19. India, home to the second largest world population, was severely affected by the second wave of COVID-19. Globally, there have been 178,118,597 confirmed cases on June 21st, 2021, including 3,864,180 deaths. This means COVID-19 has caused the deaths of more than 3.8 million people, and alone in India, about 200,000 people died from COVID-19, while active cases within India have surpassed 30 million. So why the second wave of the pandemic has become worse within India and other countries of the world? What is a variant? To understand this, you must know that any kinds of virus can evolve from time to time, including SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19, makes copies of itself, and this copy has the same genetic origin but has different characteristics. So, subtypes or copies of the parent virus or ancestral viruses can lead to the emergence of new variants. Using RNA, viruses can encode genetic instructions and mutate themselves frequently in a random fashion. During each mutation, copy errors can occur in human host cells. Therefore, sometimes this mutation can attack our immune cells and may escape from the immune system to infect the body cells. And all these are key characteristics of the Delta variant. What causes a COVID-19 virus to change to a new variant? When COVID-19 spread from person to person or country to country, the number of infections also rises, and this causes mutation of the virus. The more it spreads, the more replication occurs in the virus. Several changes that occur in the genetic material of the COVID virus and its transmissibility or spread and severity depend on where these changes are located within the genetic material of the virus. For example, some parts of the virus contain information about how to build spike protein and how to attach these spikes to the human body. Infinitely, many mutations can spread quickly and can be more dangerous than the original microorganism. How we monitor these variants to make effective vaccines. As we all know, viruses decode instructions from their genetic material for preparing protein and make new strands. Scientists can track genomic sequencing to decode the virus to study this alteration in the virus. This helps the scientist to make more effective vaccines. Probably you might have observed that even after getting vaccination, COVID is killing thousands of people. One key reason is that vaccines were made for only COVID-19, and obviously, it's impossible to prepare new vaccines within days against evolving changes of the virus. COVID-19 variants. COVID-19 gradually spread in all countries, and some variants were named according to the severity of the COVID wave, and depending upon the regions, some of the variants were named as the UK variant, the South African variant, the Brazilian variant, and the Indian variant. To understand the nature of these multiple variants across the world, medical experts and the World Health Organization labeled them according to Greek alphabet, like Alpha, Beta, Gamma, and Delta. Delta, the Indian variant. In December 2020, Indian scientists identified a new variant, B.1.617.2, and therefore, it was known as Indian variants. Now, this variant has spread in more than 80 countries. So, the World Health Organization designated it as Delta variants. This is among 4 variants of COVID-19 and is highly contagious than previous strains. It is considered 60% more transmissible than the Alpha variant and has become the most dominant variant in few countries. For example, nearly 30 million Indians, while 70% of cases in the UK and 10% of recent infections in the US were directly associated with the Delta variants. Risk factors associated with Delta variant. In 2020, the majority of the world population was severely affected by the dominant Alpha variant. However, now the virus has gotten more mutation, which is more likely to spread in a short period. According to available data from UK and US health professionals and medical institutes, the Delta variant is 60% more transmissible than previous. Thus, health experts concluded that this is 60% transmissible than Alpha variant. It's highly contagious than the previous strain. Its effects are severe and are dominating than previous variants. This may lower the effectiveness of current vaccine and control measures. The scientist has decoded 2 major spike mutations in Delta variants, and these are the most favorable conditions for the variant to stay and spread in the airway. Delta variant is considered 50% more transmissible than the ancestral COVID-19 virus. This is the most powerful variant, and it can escape from the immune system and attacks key body organs like eyes and jaws. That is why it is more evasive than Alpha and Beta variants. It's been observed that it is spread quickly among young people between 12 and 20 years old or individuals less than 40 years. Also, unvaccinated individuals are at a greater risk to pick this mutation. Delta variant infections have different symptoms than the SARS-CoV-19. Symptoms of Delta variants are different from ancestral virus COVID-19 that had emerged from Wuhan, China. Unlike COVID-19, Delta variant is diagnosed by symptoms like sore throat, headache, diarrhea, vomiting, gangrene, loss of body tissues due to bacterial infection and lack of blood flow, and can even cause loss of vision. Adapting vaccines to match variants. Although vaccines are a key tool to fight against viruses and have life-saving benefits, but current vaccines are not 100% effective against new variants. According to research analysis, Pfizer vaccine showed 88% effectiveness against Delta variant, while 93% against the Alpha variant. However, single doses of AstraZeneca and Pfizer only produced 33% recovery results. Several health professionals show concerns about the manufacturing and distribution of new vaccines. Andrew Pollard, director of the Oxford Vaccine Group and one of the leaders of the Oxford vaccine trials, explained that it would not be difficult to modify both mRNA and viral vector vaccines, of which the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine is one. And to generate new immune responses from vaccines, we need a lot of tests and trials on animals or humans, and it's the only way to regulate and modify the COVID-19 vaccine. How to stay safe from emerging variants. As you have seen that from the host virus of COVID-19, number of variants have spread across the world and infected people more severely than the previous one. Vaccines are still imperfect and less effective against new variants. So it's necessary to boost immunity and avoid junk foods. Boosting immunity and following social distancing is the only good way to stay safe from new variants. Always take care and do not go in crowds and infected areas. So guys, this was all about trending Delta variants and their symptoms. We also discussed risk factors and some preventative measures. If you like this information, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more such videos.